son of. Plates full, we already locked in. Matt and Jake on the mic, let the show begin. Score, starters, who's hot and who's not. Burning daylight sports, give it everything we got. First pitch energy, no time to sleep. 15 games on the board, the grind don't cease. No wasted daylight, it is already on. Burning daylight sports. That's all day long. Two guys, one mic, straight talk, no filler. If they happen on the diamond, we gonna deliver. Don't waste the daylight. It is already.
Can you see my camera at all?
Nope.
There we are. There
it is.
Okay. My computer is slow as shit today. But welcome back, Daylight Burners. This is BD Baseball for Thursday, June 11th, 2026. Season's heating up, Jake. It is heating up.
Yeah.
Had some movement in the Central. The A's are climbing their way back to 500. Won a big series against the Brew Crew. Tigers, they start here pretty quick, don't they?
Yes. I'm not actually sure.
Yeah.
I think it's a day game though.
Yeah, pregame shows on right now. So, yeah, and the Rockies are going for the sweep against the Cubbies. A's got an off day with the Rockies coming to town this weekend. And then we had several walk-offs, including a walk-off grand slam in San Francisco last night. Yeah, wild day of baseball. You were at the game yesterday?
Yep. Yeah, I got there. I rarely make it for first pitch. I've been trying for at least first inning this year. We got there a little bit before my friend. He was coming straight from work, and so I get in the game, and the first thing I see on the field is them pulling the tarp on. So I think I was sit for stand in the under the shelter for about an hour and a half until I actually got to see some baseball. And then it was just a long game after that anyways. So it was a long day at the park.
Yeah. Did it go into extras or was it a 9-inning game?
No, it was just 9 inning. But it was kind of interesting because a lot of times so Framber went out for the first half inning, and then they called it delayed it. But he came back out after the delay.
Yeah, because they usually don't. They usually don't come back out after a delay like that, do they?
Yeah, and I mean, like I think everyone knew that it was getting delayed.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm curious why they even started Framber. Like in that situation, like I mean, even if it's 2, like go put a reliever in, and then bring Framber in after the delay.
Interesting.
But I think he went like 6.
Damn.
Which is crazy because I mean that total time that was him from start to finish at least 3 hours.
Oh yeah, and he had to have been just like staying loose the whole time in between. So
yeah, I mean those are real. Those are real pitches.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's like doing simulated innings like down in the down below the stadium.
Yeah. Yeah, you'd think you'd have to. So I don't know. That's interesting, and I mean, Valdez is a horse, though. I mean, that's
Yeah, he is.
say what you will about the guy himself, but as a pitcher, he's a horse. Big dude, throws hard, and he's like Severino's very much like that too. Like big dude, throws hard, and just eats up innings.
Yeah. I mean, I think he did take the loss. However, I think it was not his, or it was someone else that let his runners through.
Yeah.
To give him that loss, and it was kind of, I mean, a little bit like we were talking about earlier. I was pretty annoyed about Hinch's personnel changes throughout the game. So first, I think Framber went like I think he ended up going like 5 2/3.
Okay.
And
like 5 2/3, 5 runs.
During the game, we wanted him to. I guess it wasn't. Well, we wanted him to like stay out and finish that frame up. And then one of the young guys, Madden, who's just kind of Summers, who's just kind of a fill-in. A couple innings later, they pulled Madden after he put on a couple runners, but he was pitching pretty good. And then they brought in Summers, who's his ERA is 0, but he's given up a ton of inherited runners this year. He's not particularly good. He's not like that bad. But we're like, come on, just leave the other guy in. Also, we want this game to move a little bit quicker because we've already been here for quite a long time. But yeah, you bring him in and he like immediately gives up 2 runs.
And
then they brought him back out for the next inning too. I'm like, come on, like, 1 or 2 more days and he's going back down to the minors. Like, just let him rest.
Yeah. God damn. Yeah, there was I had a moment like that last night. I think it was last night. Yeah. Jose Suarez was pitching, and he was dealing. The A's bullpen's been really good the last 2 games. Shut down, like no runs allowed, and Suarez he pitched 2 innings the other night. Had 4 punch outs in that appearance, and then last night was dealing as well. But had a runner on and Vaughn coming up, and Vaughn has just been torching lefties I mean, just like he can't miss on a lefty. So like they pulled him, but then they brought in stupid Scott Barlow, the spin doctor, and I'm just like, oh, this is gonna suck. And he gave up a run immediately. And I was texting with my niece. I was like, Barlow sucks. And he got out of the inning. I think he just gave up the 1. And maybe I forget exactly what it was. But then he came back out the next inning and got a couple. And I was like, all right, well, maybe it was the right move. But I was just like, I get the righty lefty matchup, but I'm like, fuck, I'd take my chances with Suarez over Barlow right now, even though Vaughn's torching lefties. I was like, at least Suarez could maybe sneak a fastball by him. He can run it up there pretty high velo, where Barlow's just like a slider sweeper junk baller guy. And I was like, the way, and especially the way that ballpark has been playing, A's had 15 home runs over the series. It's just ludicrous.
Yeah. I mean, we were talking about this before. Just like, we both love the analytics part, but that only goes so far. Sometimes like a right versus left matchup, even though technically you can get some advantage. Changing a pitcher or pinch hitting for someone in that situation. But sometimes, you've got a good pitcher who's, even if it's not the correct righty lefty matchup, it's still better than the guy you're bringing in, or the same way for a hitter. Like, last night they pulled Carpenter and Colt Keith for two guys who are hitting like 140 and 180. It's like, I don't care what it is. Like, they're not better than the other guy on his off direction.
Oh yeah. It's and so like I gotta say Kotze made the right calls last night, even when like there was a couple where I was kind of questioning it, but he didn't pull Soderstrom on the right-left matchup because Sodi has also a lefty, been torching left-handed, actually been hitting lefties better than he has righties as of late. So they kept him in, and it pays off. And you're like, all right. And so that's where he's not going with the analytics. He's just going with his guy. My guy's on a heater right now, particularly against lefties, and I'm just going to roll with it. And that's I don't know. That's what makes a good manager. The guy that's been able that can balance both of those and know the analytics, know the matchups, but also know your guy.
Yeah, and I mean, so on Sunday, Hinch made the same. He made the same two moves to pull Keith and Carpenter, and on Sunday it worked out because the guy pulling Veerling for Carpenter, and Veerling ended up taking a walk and ended up being one of the runs to I think actually the winning run to come across the plate. So it worked out in that situation. But last night, the next inning after they pulled Carpenter, it would have been Carpenter up with three guys on. It's like, okay, now we really want Carpenter up.
Yeah.
And Veerling pops out.
Mm-hmm.
He popped out the time before too. So it's like, okay, it's kind of what I expect out of Carpenter, or out of Veerling. But Carpenter, I mean, he's gonna hit the ball hard at least.
Yeah.
Maybe he finds the gap. Maybe he gets it over the fence. Whatever.
Yeah.
We'll let him swing back.
Yeah, for sure. That's what you're paying him for.
Yeah, and they've kind of platooned him his whole career, and it's kind of even when you're young guys, you're never going to get better if you're always getting platooned.
Oh, I know. It's it's one of those things you want him to be the guy that's in there no matter who the matchup is.
Yeah.
And then that's why I don't know. It's one of those things say on the A's side, Alika Williams, who doesn't swing a very big bat. He hit his first career home run last night. But the dude's a wizard at shortstop. And without Jacob Wilson in the lineup, and Wilson's one of those guys who's kind of a wizard at shortstop, but also more so a wizard with a bat. And so you lose a guy like Hernandez, and I like Hernandez a lot. He's got a pretty decent bat, nowhere near what Wilson can do. And then the defense is just not there, and it was showing a lot. So they picked up Williams from the Pirates, and like I said, he hits the ball on the ground a lot. He's fast, but he's a defensive utility guy. But he's kind of taken a hold of the opportunity they give him, and he's made some really important at bats, and more importantly, he is shored up the infield defense, and that was the A's were rolling on defense until Wilson went down, and it just you don't realize what a big piece of that team he is until he's not there, and then you got guys that you like trying to fill that spot, and it's just not the same thing. And
I totally agree. I mean, for the stretch that we didn't have Baez and Glaber, our middle and up the middle's defense was not very good.
Yeah.
Not that Glaber is particularly good defenseman, but he's not making errors.
Right.
His rank's a little low, but he's pretty sure glove. And so I think one of the problems with Framber over that stretch, which he's given up quite a bit of home runs, is he's not pitching as much to contact.
Yeah.
Because he's worried about the defense a little bit.
Yeah.
So he's elevated a little bit on his sinker, and he's giving up a lot of home runs in those situations.
Well, I think that's what kind of what made the difference in that Vegas series. It seemed like a lot of those Milwaukee guys were trying to like overpower because they wanted the strikeout because they didn't want to put the ball up. It's an A's team that can slug. That's what their lineup is built around, slug. And in a ballpark like that, it gets up in the air. That's I mean, it's a goddamn launching pad out there. So, but they make mistakes when you try to overpower a guy too much, and that's your whole game plan. Well, you can't miss that way. Like you can't miss your spot if you're going to go out there and overpower them. And then what's his Sprout, I think is his name, starter. Had very elevated ERA, but pitched to contact and then he started getting the swing and miss. Like he pitched a really good game for the most part yesterday. Jack Perkins was kind of the same thing. Like he pitched to contact, but it was he did get touched up a little bit. Gave up 3. I think he came out in the 5th maybe. His pitch count was way high early. But it's one of those things where you got to know the environment too. And like, if you know that you're probably going to get pieced up a little bit in a park like that. So just keep it down. If you're going to miss low.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, and the Rockies, they walk off the Cubs to take the series, headed for the sweep today. Yeah, it's
Fuck the Cubs.
Fuck the Cubs.
Good to see.
Yeah. So, all right, let's get through some of the action yesterday. Outside of our homer picks, Rays beat the Red Sox 7-5. Rasmussen shoved yesterday. I think 13 punch outs he had.
Oh yeah, 7 innings, 2 hits, 1 bag, 13 Ks. That's a fine day, man.
That'll do, pig. The bullpen didn't fare so well, but they were able to hold him off. Nick Fortes went 4 for 4, scored 3 runs. Yandy Diaz went 3 for 5 with a couple RBI. Cedric Mullins joining the party, got a 2-run homer in the 8th. And then Boston made it interesting, but couldn't do it. Caleb Durbin homered, and then Ceddanne Rafaela as well. Caleb Durbin has not been a very good trade for Boston. No,
what was that? Who did they trade him for?
I can't remember exactly, but either way, he has not been particularly good. Had a pretty nice rookie year, but hadn't been very good this year.
No.
But anyway, he got himself a home run yesterday, so I guess good on him. Yankees sweep the Guardians. They're in Cleveland. Guardians lose control of the Central. Half game behind the White Sox now.
I love it.
That's the White Sox. That is a story now. That is a story. Like we're a couple weeks into June, second week of June, and they're now atop the American League Central. That's a wild one.
Yeah, hopefully Murakami comes back quick, keeps them rolling.
Yeah. And then, and they do it in fine fashion too. Davis Martin, ace on ace for taking on the best team in baseball right now, and they take 2 out of 3 of them. And they win it on the back of Davis Martin yesterday. So it was kind of a statement series for the White Sox. But the Yankees are rolling. The Guardians are slipping. They're still 4 games over 500, but they've been playing a pretty shitty brand of baseball over the last week or so.
Yeah, Tigers hope to keep it up this weekend.
Yeah, for sure. They stumbled yesterday, but it was they lost 6-4. Kind of a weird game.
Yeah, they had a shot there. Couple bad plays, but pitchers should have been there. But yeah,
Buxton
got another one today.
Buxton his 20th yesterday.
Buxton's been fucking us up.
Yeah, he's been on a tear this year. He's been on a tear.
Yeah. I think he hit 3 over the series.
Goddamn. Just yeah, you could say he's on a tear. That's for sure. Early game in San Francisco yesterday, but it was kind of the thriller of the day. Forrest Griffin had the game under control. It seemed like he went 6 innings, allowed 1 run, and the Nationals were up big. So how did it go? San Francisco trailed 9-1, and they scored 10 over the last 2 innings to take the win. Matt Chapman went 4 for 5 with 2 homers and 3 RBI. Devers hit a home run, and then Bryce Eldridge, rookie, hit a walk-off grand slam.
Youngest player to ever hit a walk-off grand slam.
No shit. I didn't see that part. That's cool. Good on him.
I think he overtook like Mays or something like that. Like, I don't know. It was like a long time.
Damn, that's a good company. Anyway, yeah. That's yeah. I mean, I hate the Giants, but good on him. That's a cool moment. The Nationals, though,
I've said it so many times, but it's the Nationals just had a little bit of pitching.
Yep. Yeah, and then they got some pitching out of their starter yesterday, and then the bullpen completely blew it. That's damn, bullpen gave up 11 or 10 runs. That's rough. That is rough. Let's see. Padres beat the Reds, take the series there. I believe they took the series. Wandy Peralta gets the win. I don't know who. Michael King started, I think. Yeah, and he went 6 2/3, 7 hits, 3 runs, 3 walks, 3 Ks. Gave up a home run to Steer and Bleday. JJ Bleday's having himself a nice year.
Yeah, power's really coming through this year.
Yeah, it is. I wish he would have showed it a little bit last year with us, but I'm still rooting on the guy. I liked him, and you knew it was there, but he just couldn't do anything last year, and having himself a nice resurgence there in Cincinnati. So good on him. Brady Singer went 6 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, 1 walk, 5 Ks. Singer has not been very good this year. He lowered his ERA to a 5.61 after a fine performance yesterday. But yeah, that was a kind of a surprising performance from him. But Padres win at 5-4. I think Tatis, he got his second one of the year. Solo shot. Yeah. Solo shot. No. He's
hopefully that was a walk-off, right? Yeah.
I think so.
2009.
Yep, 9th. So good on him.
Yeah, hopefully that power starts coming through because they could use it.
Yeah, he's hitting a 695 OPS right now. He's that's far below what you want to see from a guy like Fernando Tatis. Orioles getting it done against the Mariners. Who's this young guy? Kirby is having kind of I wouldn't say a rough year, but not an ideal year. What's this guy's name? Brandon Young. I don't know anything about him.
I don't either, but good. It looks like they had a nice day.
Yeah, 7 innings, 2 hits, shutout, two walks and 5 punch outs. Yeah, shoved. Kirby went 6, 7 hits, 3 runs, 3 walks, 10 punch outs. Gave up a home run. So yeah, that's yeah, you'd like to win that game when your pitcher gives you that. That's but yeah, Orioles win 7-2. I think they took that series from the Mariners. Pirates bounced back after getting the bullpen getting shelled yesterday. They beat Shohei Ohtani. Was that walk-off fashion, or I think no, it was. So it was 6.
No, but they put up 5 in the 8th.
Yeah.
Put them up.
Yeah, grand slam by Spencer Horwitz. Pretty fantastic bat flip that he had going too.
Oh, that was great. I love a good bat flip.
I do too. It was yeah, it was good. And Pirates win 9-8, and they won that series too, I believe.
Yeah, it was it's Hurt that took the loss, not Ohtani, but Ohtani raises his ERA to 1.06, so
fucking dumb.
I don't know, there goes to Cy Young, I guess.
What an asshole. 1.06, Jesus. Send him back to Japan. Good Lord.
It's probably his worst start of the year. 4 runs, 3 earned, 3 bags, 6 hits, 6 Ks. Not as tight as he's been for most of the year. So good for the Pirates. The bad thing for the Pirates is O'Neal Cruz broke his hand.
Oh shit! I didn't see that. That sucks.
And so he will be out for a while. I think that happened the day before. Which was just announced. So yeah, he's gonna be out for a while.
Yeah, it was Horwitz with. Let me see if I can find that bat flip. That was pretty good. Yeah, here we go.
This one's deep. Horwitz admiring another Pirates home run. What a comeback, Pittsburgh. You're seeing it live.
Oh, yeah, and he knew
Horwitz
it.
with home run number 9. Off the lefty. What a mighty wallop.
That was a fantastic bat flip. I'm 100% stamp of approval on that one. That was awesome.
Yeah. Great technique.
Yeah. Only thing cooler that would have made it cooler is if it was a walk-off, but it was about as close as you could get to a walk-off. That was the go-ahead. And, yeah, pretty damn cool. Yeah, it sucks for Cruz. Like Max Muncy's been out for a month with that broken hand. So, yeah, that sucks.
Ooh, I think maybe I can't tell. Tigers might have hit a home run.
Oh, okay. I saw you looking over there.
Yeah, it looks like it bounced off the yellow. No, call it a double.
Damn. All right. Well, where else we at here? We covered Tigers. Marlins beat the shit out of the D-backs. Blank them 8-0. The deal there. William Kepner got his first MLB win. 2 innings of relief. Ryan Nelson had a rough one. 7 runs on 8 hits in 4 innings. Miami had a 6-run 4th inning. Kyle Stowers and Owen Casey and Otto Lopez. Kyle Stowers and Owen Casey homer, and then Otto Lopez drove in another 2. Marlins almost back to 500. D-backs trying to stay above 500. D-backs really been struggling here lately.
Yeah, they have. They had a pretty good run there, then falling back under or behind the Padres now.
Yeah. Padres also kind of struggling, but they won that series. They won the series against the Reds, and the Reds also struggling right now. All right, so we're Tigers up 1-0. Who drove in the run there? Green, nice.
Green sack fly.
Nice. Zebby Matthews, I saw his ERA coming into the game was a 4.15. He had a nice start to the year, but then he's trailed off quite a bit here lately.
Hopefully we can raise that ERA a little bit more today.
Starting out all right. Phillies beat the Blue Jays 7-4. They took the series up there. Luzardo looks like he had a pretty decent game. He went 5 2/3, 4 hits and 1 run. Max Scherzer on the mound for the Blue Jays. He had his 3,500 career strikeouts, 11th pitcher in MLB history to do it. But he only went 3 1/3, gave up 5. So not exactly an ideal performance for when you hit such a massive milestone.
Yeah, congratulations though.
Yeah,
I'm still a Scherzer fan from way back when he was on the Tigers, and he's always fun to watch. Well, maybe not so much anymore, but good for him.
Yeah, I'm a Scherzer fan. There's nothing better than a good Mad Max moment.
Oh yeah,
gotta love it when he screams at the manager. Cardinals roll. They beat the Mets 9-2. Palante gets the win there. He's 7-4 on the year. ERA is a little elevated, but having a pretty good year over there. And Mets just kind of suck. Palante, 6 innings, 2 runs, 3 hits. Jordan Walker drove in 4. He homered, Burleson homered, and Nelson Velasquez also joined the party. They got a 6-game heater going on there, St. Louis.
Yeah, I mean they're 9 games over 500 now. Solidly in the playoff mix here.
Yeah, they're looking they're tough team, like really pretty good ball club so far this year. Royals are not. They are really not. They lose to the Rangers 6-4 in extras. Jake Berger came off the bench and tied the game twice. Once with the homer. Elias Diaz and Josh Young drew bases. In the 10th, Elias Diaz doubled, and then Josh Young had a bases loaded walk. Caglione's coming on for the Royals here lately, though. He had 4 hits, but they had the bases loaded in the 10th and couldn't drive in a run.
Yeah, his average is up to 275 now. He's starting to slug a little bit, not as quite as much as everyone thought after his AAA last year. But I mean, I'd love to see the average coming up. I mean, he's a big, strong man. The power should come at some point.
You would think so. I mean, him and Kurtz and Roman Anthony were all kind of the big talk of the prospects coming up last year, and they're all kind of similar type offensively coming up in AAA. And Roman Anthony's power took a little bit to come around. Kurtz as well, but once he started hitting home runs, they came in bunches. And I'm hoping for Royals that happens with Caglione, because he seems like just another freak athletic talent. Just big, giant, strong dude. So yeah, with the average coming, that power's lurking back there. It's gotta come if he keeps putting the wood on it.
Yep.
And then we talked about this earlier, but yeah, Davis Martin, 9-2 on the year. He went 6 shutout, I believe. Yeah, 6 shutout, 5 Ks, but he pitched really well. White Sox able to kind of dink and dunk around Chris Sale. He went 5 2/3, 6 hits, 2 runs, 1 walk, 6 punch outs. Still got a 2.3 ERA, but takes the loss in just a good performance. Gutsy performance by the White Sox. They slip by the Braves, take the series and take the division. That's a big win, man. When your ace goes and out duels the ace on the best team in baseball. That's
I know there's a little bit of a knock on Martin because his FIP is significantly higher than his ERA, but he keeps going out and beating good teams.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, that's kind of a signature win. I mean, it's not kind of, that is when you go out and your ace out duels the aces, the Braves ace. And you get it done small ball style too. I mean, they truly just dinked and dunked him for 2 runs, and that's all it took. But that took the series.
Yeah, congratulations, the White Sox. That's a hell of a series.
That's wild. Just the turnaround they've had. They're 2 years, a year and change removed from setting the all-time record, and now they're atop the division. So good on them. Let's see, Rockies. Imanaga had 5 scoreless, 7 strikeouts for the Cubs. Lorenzen had a good game. He went 5 innings, only allowed 1, struck out 7. Senzatella continues to be excellent out of the bullpen, got his 6th win of the year. And TJ Rumfield hit a 2-run homer in the 8th. Ian Happ tied it up. But Sterling Thompson with a pinch hit walk-off single in the bottom of the 9th. Rockies take the series, going for the sweep today.
Yeah, that's a really nice performance by Lorenzen, who has not pitched well at Coors at all.
No.
So yeah,
he hasn't pitched well anywhere, but particularly at Coors.
Yeah, I mean, I think previously he's sitting at a 10 ERA at Coors. So
yeah, so good on him. That's I'd say the Rockies needed that, but I mean, what are they going to? They're not going to climb out of the hole. But it was good. We needed it as Rockies fans to stick it in the Cubs' stupid eyes. So good. That's all I got to say. Good.
Fuck you, Rob.
Fuck Rob. Brewers dropped 2 out of 3 to the A's in Vegas. Barlow getting the win. Alvarado coming in and just blowing smoke right up their ass. 100, 101, and just come get it. I'm glad they didn't, because it might not have landed yet if they had got a hold of it. But no, he really looked overpowering up there. Like he had last 2 performances from Alvarado looked really good. Mason Barnett looked really good coming out of the pen. And Jack Perkins, he gave up some runs. He didn't make it very deep, but overall like looked pretty okay. And so making his second start after spending, the all of his times before that this year was out of the bullpen, and he's just been he's been like the utility pitcher. It seems like they've brought him in to save. They used him in high leverage innings. They've used him in long relief, and now he's got his second start under his belt. And I don't know, he's just kind of like a fireman, just wherever you need me. And got it done. Only gave up 3 to a very good Brewers team. I'm very happy with that series. The Brewers are that's a really good baseball team.
Yeah, and spoiled a good start from Sprout, who was probably looking for a good start after not a stellar year so far.
No, and he pitched really well. They hit the ball hard but it was just nothing was falling. Lawrence Butler, though, has been struggling mightily this year at the plate, but he got us the go-ahead. What inning was that? It was in the 7th. Got it started with Alika Williams started the party in the 6th. He got a solo shot for his first ever career home run. Good on the young fella. And then Cortez hit a homer. I think Sodi doubled. Somebody doubled. I think it was Soderstrom. And Soderstrom has just been on an absolute tear here lately. And then, Lawrence Butler got all of it, sent it way out past dead center, and with the go-ahead shot there in the 7th. Barlow came in, got the stop, and then Alvarado closed it out, shut the door, and sent those fat Midwesterners back to Wisconsin. It was funny seeing some of because the Brewers fans showed up in force there in Vegas, and it was
really?
Yeah, it was funny seeing they'd pan the crowd, and just like if you see a pasty, chubby white couple, they always had Brewers gear on.
Yeah, I'm sure it was a hot one this week.
Yeah, they everything was an evening game because I can't imagine playing an afternoon game in Vegas outside. Fuck that. Gross. Let's see, the Angels win it in 10. Fuck the Astros. Keep them tamped down. Zephyr came in relief. Who's the kid for the Angels have been making the rounds for possible trade candidate? Detmers. He went 7 innings, 1 hit, 1 run, 9 punch outs, no walks. The only hit was a solo shot by Whitcomb in the 6th inning. So his name's been tossed about as a potential trade candidate at the deadline. We'll see how that plays out. But good on the Angels. Fuck the Astros. I think the Angels took 2 out of 3 in that series, or it might be a 4-gamer. I don't know. We got the A's have they play the Angels 7 times in 2 weeks in the span of 2 weeks here coming up. So we'll see. Hopefully we can beat up on them, but.
Yeah, hopefully. Detmers, if he does get traded, I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people out there looking for a nice middle of the rotation arm.
Yeah, for sure. You never
I'm sure a change of scenery will help him quite a bit too.
I think so. What is exactly the story with the Angels ownership? I know they paid out the ass for Rendon, and he hasn't played in how many years? And has no intention of playing.
Yeah. I mean they got a couple of bigger contracts, but I mean, I don't know.
Because wasn't there one year where they drafted nothing but pitching because they're like, we're going to solve this pitching problem?
Yeah, I don't know. It never seems to happen, and they never get Trout enough offense.
I don't know. They remind me a lot of the Rockies because you look around, you're like, they got some pieces, like Soriano's like a pretty damn good pitcher. Joe Adell's a nice player. Soler's okay. And then you got Trout. Zach Neto's a pretty damn good shortstop with some pop in his bat. Like they got some pieces. Hoppy can hit some tanks. They got some okay guys, but they just
like Jose Siri's like pretty good. I mean,
Jose Siri too.
They just can't ever win a game. I don't know what's wrong.
I don't need. And Shonwell's not a bad guy on the roster either. They've got some pieces, and they just can't put it together. I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird team, the Angels. But speaking of weird stories, before I forget it, our boy Chadwick Tromp is now on Baltimore. And this is just one of those like weird little stories that is a random occurrence that really doesn't move the needle at all throughout baseball. But we came across Chadwick Tromp because the A's traded Jonah Heim, or traded for Jonah Heim from the Braves, and so Heim goes to the A's. The Braves had I forget who their other catcher was on the IL, so they call up Chadwick Tromp. Baldwin went down. That's right. And so they call up Chadwick Tromp, and apparently he didn't do very good. He gets DFA'd. Well, when Heim comes over to the A's, we DFA'd and then later just released Austin Wynns. And I liked Austin Wynns a lot, but everything turned out all well in the end. The Braves later DFA'd Chadwick Tromp and then signed Austin Wynns to a minor league contract. He made his first appearance for the Braves the other day. I think it was yesterday, actually. And then I was looking through the transaction list today, and Chadwick Tromp is now signed a minor league contract with the Baltimore Orioles. And just the way injuries go throughout baseball, I will not be surprised to see Chadwick in a Baltimore Orioles uniform later this season as somebody gets hurt and he gets called up. And just one of those weird little stories throughout baseball that I found incredibly funny. Also, I'm just like, they could have just traded straight across for Wins for Heim, but it was like a very roundabout way to just swap players. All right, so still 1-0.
Yep.
Tigers. All right. We got shit. I'm just gonna go to the scores because we already got a couple games going. Damn, Cardinals are up 4-3 on the Mets in the top of the second already. So Cardinals making some noise. Marlins up 1-0 on the D-backs. We got Phillips on the mound there. Who you guys got pitching? And Montero pitching for you guys today?
We got Montero, yeah.
Nice. I like Montero. He's he's just kind of a steady. He's like the only steady presence you guys have out of your rotation.
He started out in the bullpen as a like long reliever, and then a couple years ago with the like pitching chaos, he kind of ended up being a starter, and then just kind of stayed there because he's kind of the first one who gets bumped out of a rotation. But I hope he stays this year because I think on like Tuesday we're gonna have like 7 starters.
Damn, so, that's awesome.
Yeah, everyone's coming back.
That's On that same note, like I think Wilson and Savale are both scheduled to return or to be reinstated on Friday. It's just like, yeah, Cavalry's coming now. It's all right. We had a little bit of a rough patch, but Muncie's back in the lineup, playing at third base. Zach Geloff is having quite a resurgent year. Again, he's kind of become the Zach McKinstry for the A's. Like just wherever you need him, he played center field, second base, third base. He's made a couple starts at shortstop. He's just everywhere, and now he's on a 15 game heater right now. So,
and he's got a little power too now.
Yeah, the power's coming back. He's hitting some doubles. He had a bunt single the other day. That series against the Brewers, but he spent a lot of time in that park. He knows it well. So no, it's good. I was not sold on Geloff because late to the A's party, he was coming back off an injury last year and just wasn't very good. But man, he's having himself a nice year this year, and glad to see it. Cubs trying to avoid the sweep by the Rockies. Feltner's on the mound for the Roccos. Edward Cabrera for the Cubs. He's struggled pretty mightily as of late.
Let's go for the sweep today.
Fuck yeah. Feltner's been pitching okay. Again, when you grade on that Coors curve, he's at a 4.22 ERA. That's not bad. It's not bad. Mitch Keller on the bump for the Pirates, taking on Robleski. Robleski's been good for the Dodgers here lately. Dalton Rushing, you sent me that video of him on the. That was that was way out of the base path. Trying to break up the double play. 10 years ago wouldn't have been too much conversation, but even then, you're like, he was way off the bag. That was way out there that he slid, and just continues to make the case for fuck that guy.
Yeah. He can't have too many fans, even of Dodgers fans.
I know he sucks. I mean, he's a good ball player, but as a dude, he sucks. I can't stand him.
Yeah.
Let's see. Mariners and the Orioles. Brian Wu on the mound. Kyle Bradish. That's a pretty good pitching matchup. That's a sneaky good pitching matchup. Brian Woo's pitched really well as of late, 3.74 ERA on the year, and Kyle Bradish, probably the one good pitcher for Baltimore this year. He's got a 3.89
ERA. The ERA is it's fine. I thought he was going to be a little bit better this year. Obviously the record is not going to be great with the Orioles. But my uncle was talking about real big before the season, and I kind of liked him.
He hasn't been.
For you guys, hopefully he gets the win today.
Yeah. We need him to deal today. If the Mariners lose, that I think that puts us in the driver's seat in the West. And then Braves White Sox. White Sox trying to take I think that they've already won 2 out of 3. So is that right? I'm not for sure on that.
I'm not sure now.
I don't know.
They lost the last 2 to the White Sox. So the White Sox looking for the sweep today.
Okay, that's what it is. So so they did win the series. I was correct on that. Okay. Interesting.
But it's a good Braves team. My guess is they avoid the sweep.
I'm guessing so too. No pitcher announced for the White Sox yet. Martin Perez on the bump for
I see K.
Oh, okay. He's been kind of whatever. Yeah. He's been kind of whatever, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's got a 5-1 record, but 4.4 ERA.
Yeah, he's been okay. He's K. Martin Perez has been good though. He's got 3.02 ERA.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't expect the Braves to get swept. But I don't know. You never know. White Sox have vastly outperformed expectations this year, so hard telling. All right, that's A's are off day. They got the Rockies coming to town this weekend. Let's see. I think we got some pretty intriguing matchups. Mariners at the Nationals. That's we'll see if the Nationals can outslug the Mariners pitching staff.
Yeah.
Tigers, Indians, or Guardians. That's a good series to watch for us.
Yep. School on the bump on Saturday.
No shit.
Yep.
5
weeks after surgery.
Fuck, man, that's awesome.
No, it's in Cleveland. That's why I was saying. I was like, maybe I'll just like drive down. We'll see what the game time is. Maybe I'll just.
That's insane. 5 weeks after surgery, he's back on the bump. Good on him. Yankees, Blue Jays. That's a pretty decent series. Dodgers, White Sox. That's interesting. 2 potential division leaders. Phillies, Brewers. That's a good series. That's about it for like the real intriguing series, I think. Twins, Cardinals, maybe, probably not. The rest of them doesn't look. Those are kind of the big ones to look for. Rockies, A's, look for some more offense. We're that should be a fun series. Gage jumps on the mound for the A's on Friday, so we'll. Are you here tomorrow or are you out?
Yeah, I should be here tomorrow.
Okay, cool. We'll do a weekend preview tomorrow, but that's all I got for today.
I got just a couple things real quick. Just the Spurs absolutely fell apart yesterday.
Oh yeah.
They're up by 29 around half, blow that lead somehow, and definitely at the very end with some stupid plays. But I'm sure there was a lot of stupid plays in there. I didn't get to watch because I was at the baseball game, so I was just kind of checking in. I've had shitty service in the stadium recently, so I couldn't actually stream the game. But it looks like they're pretty much cooked, down 3-1. Only one team's come back from down 3-1. That was LeBron Miami team. So, probably not. Doesn't look good for them.
Do the Knicks finish it out in New York?
Well, so I mean, I guess it'd be kind of nice for New York if that happens, but they're going back to San Antonio right now.
Oh, okay.
So I honestly, after this last game, I can see them just beating them up in San Antonio.
Yeah.
I'm sure. I mean, that was just a momentum killer. I mean, you think you're up huge. They got to be feeling pretty low right now. So
I would think so. That's that's kind of demoralizing to give up a 29-point lead. And then it's not I would not recommend wearing Spurs gear to Madison Square Garden or around it. Some Spurs fans got their ass beat after the game the other night.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
You should expect to get yelled at quite a bit, but
right.
Getting sent to the hospital is a whole different story.
That was a little ridiculous. Wild. New York might burn to the ground if the Knicks went. I hate to say when the Knicks pull it off. That's what it looks like at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, it's been 50-something years since they've won a championship.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're feeling it.
Yeah, they definitely are. Stanley Cup, we got Game 5 going tonight. I believe it's in Vegas. No, it's in Carolina. So series tied at 2. I've not watched any of that, so I don't know if I will. And I think the UFC on the White House lawns this weekend, maybe. Is it this weekend?
Yeah, it looks like it's rained a bunch. I hope it gets rained out.
It's a I don't know. The card the card itself is not particularly good. I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird event. But we'll see.
It's a fucking stupid event.
It's weird. I don't know. It's whatever. I'll probably watch it, but yeah, I'm not super jazzed about it, but yeah, I don't know. The UFC's been kind of whatever lately. They got overrun by all those Dagestanis, the ground and pound types, which if you're not into grappling, it makes for a very boring fight.
Yeah, I pretty much don't watch any UFC anymore. I realize boxing is just way more of my sport.
Yeah, I see, and I watch UFC. I like the grappling aspect of it, but I'm also a realist on it. It's like if you're not into grappling, this is a boring fight.
Yeah. Yeah, agreed.
There's a lot of intricacies to it that, like I said, if you're not, especially like I'm not even a big, I don't know jiu-jitsu that well, or like I can watch it a little bit, but I don't know it enough to know, like when somebody's really getting an advantage if it's not like very obvious.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that this stuff is very difficult and technical, but I prefer striking.
Yeah, I think most everybody does. I think even the jiu-jitsu guys will tell you that the striking is far more exciting. But I guess the heavyweight match, Pereira and Cyril Gane. Cyril Gane's he kind of fell off after he got destroyed by John Jones. But that dude's a hell of a striker, and that I forget his Alex Pereira is just an assassin with the striking. I mean, he's a monster. So that potentially an interesting fight, but I don't know. The UFC kind of has to roll out a bunch of the old heads that aren't particularly exciting anymore, but they go off the name.
Yeah. And then I don't know, World Cup starts.
Oh yeah.
Today.
I think so.
I don't know. I don't particularly care, but I do got my Mbappe jersey on today.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't know. I think soccer's got to be like the biggest disparity between like watching in person versus watching on TV, like by yourself at home. I've been to, I went to like a Juventus match in Torino, and like that was amazing.
Yeah.
And there's no way you're gonna catch me watching by myself at my house. Like a watch party with a bunch of people, they seem to get pretty rowdy. So that's fun, but yeah, the actual game is not particularly of interest to me.
I kind of I'll check in on the World Cup, but I'm just not a soccer fan. And I've heard that going to a live match is amazing. I kind of equate it to like NASCAR. I've had several people that have said like going to a NASCAR event live is insane. But I've tried watching a race on TV, and it just I don't unless there's a big crash, it's not exciting to me.
Yeah, I agree, and I like motorsports.
I like the car stuff. Intrigues me. Like, so my brother-in-law still works for NASCAR, but he was on a pit crew for a while, and listening to him talk about how they tune the cars and shit like that. That's really interesting stuff. And then, but like, yeah, it does not translate to TV for me. I could listen to him talk about it all day, and I've got he told me he could get me into pretty much whatever race I wanted to. So I'd like to go to like Talladega and or one of the big Daytona or Talladega and experience that one day. But I've never done it.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I think maybe F1 is a little bit different because you can't really see the whole course.
Yeah.
Like I've been to an F1 race and it was a lot of fun. But like I'm also like watching this big screen to actually see what the action is going on, you know. And then, you know, like there's a IndyCar race in Detroit. It used to be out on Belle Isle, which is a little bit more open. And that was a lot more interesting because you can kind of see a little bit more of the track. But like in downtown Detroit, because of all the buildings, you see like one corner.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, this is actually pretty boring.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a little bit opposite when you got like a street course like that.
Yeah. I've never, I'm gonna have to tune into Formula One. You have to catch me up to speed on that. I've never really tuned in, but I've heard cool things about it. So I'll have to.
Oh, I love it. Me and my friend, we go and watch every Sunday morning at this bar.
Nice.
And they got kind of two rooms, and like one room is F1 and the other room is soccer.
Nice.
So you got all the soccer guys on the other side. You know, they're pretty animated the whole time, yelling and stuff. The F1 guys is like, well, maybe you get some cheers every like half an hour or something like that.
That's
quite a bit more subdued.
That's funny. I'll have to check that out. But all right, you got anything else before we get out of here?
That's it.
All right, cool. Well, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Enjoy your baseball. Go Tigers, go Rockies, and move your ass. We're burning daylight.
Sun up, slate's full, we already locked in. Matt and Jake on the mic, let the show begin. Score, starters, who's hot and who's not. Burning daylight sports, give it everything we got. First pitch energy, no time to sleep. 15 games on the board.